We've all heard those heartbreaking stories about people, especially kids, who lost their fight with cancer. Back then, it felt like cancer was this enormous, unbeatable monster. But lately, when you look at the data and all the research that's been done, a much more optimistic picture is starting to emerge. These findings are beginning to demonstrate that cancer can actually be overcome, and that patients can get back to living full, healthy lives once again. The information I'm about to share with you comes from Dr. William Lee, a highly respected scientist and a real expert in the field of cancer research, and I really hope you find it useful. It's been said that if cancer gets the right nutrients and a good blood supply, it can multiply at an unbelievably fast rate, like up to 16,000 times in just a couple of weeks, which is just mind-blowing. That's a pretty shocking thought, and it really makes you wonder why some patients don't recover, even when they're receiving the absolute best treatments available. To give you a clear example, if breast cancer grows to be just 1 centimeter in size, it already contains 1 billion cancer cells. That really puts into perspective just how rapidly cancer can spread throughout the body, highlighting the urgent need for early detection and effective treatments. In a similar vein, when we're talking about immunotherapy, which is a specific and promising type of cancer treatment, some people respond incredibly well, showing remarkable improvements, while others don't see any improvement whatsoever, which can be incredibly frustrating and disheartening for both the patients and their families. Research has actually discovered that almost everything was pretty much the same between those two groups: their age, their gender, their overall health status, basically everything you can possibly think of that might contribute to their response. But there was one key difference, a crucial factor, and it all boiled down to a specific bacterium: Akkermansia muciniphila. This particular bacterium lives in the mucus lining of our gut, especially in the first part of the colon, where it really thrives and flourishes, contributing to a healthy gut microbiome. Research has also clearly demonstrated that patients who have this bacterium present in their gut tend to have a much stronger, more robust response to immunotherapy treatments, exhibiting better outcomes. So get this, scientists actually took this bacterium from the people who got better and gave it to mice that weren't responding to immunotherapy. And the incredible thing was that their immune systems kicked back into gear and started fighting the cancer once again. This really suggests that this bacterium could be incredibly important in the future for developing better, more effective cancer treatments, revolutionizing the way we approach cancer therapy. Now, the million-dollar question on everyone's mind is, how can we increase the amount of Akkermansia muciniphila in our guts? Before, there weren't any probiotics available that specifically targeted this particular bacterium. But now, thankfully, there are some supplements that you can find on the market, offering a convenient way to potentially boost your levels. However, if you're looking to boost the presence of this bacterium in a more natural and holistic way, there are some specific foods that can help you do just that, providing a dietary approach to improving your gut health. First off, pomegranate juice, or even just eating the pomegranate seeds themselves, can help increase the levels of this beneficial bacterium in your gut, promoting a healthier gut environment. Second, cranberry juice or even dried cranberries are another good option to consider, providing a tart and tangy way to potentially enhance your gut microbiome. Third, Concord grapes, which are a very particular and flavorful type of grape that are just delicious and packed with beneficial compounds. Fourth, red chili. Pepper is the kind that we often use when we're cooking to add some extra spice and heat to our dishes, giving them that perfect kick that also may contribute to gut health. And finally, fifth on the list, Chinese black vinegar, a staple in Asian cuisine. All of these can potentially help to increase the Akkermansia levels in your gut, contributing to a healthier gut biome and promoting overall wellness. It's truly wild to think about this for a second. Our DNA makes around 10,000 copying errors every single day, which is pretty staggering and, frankly, quite alarming. Each one of these errors has the potential to turn into a microcancer, a tiny seed of potential malignancy. If these are left unchecked and allowed to run rampant, these microcancers can then develop into full-blown tumors, becoming a serious health concern and a major threat to our well-being. So how are we staying safe and protected from cancer, despite this constant barrage of potential threats? Well, usually our immune system is able to recognize and effectively eliminate these microcancers in the very early stages of development, acting as a first line of defense and preventing them from progressing. But if our immune system is weak or compromised, or our gut bacteria are out of balance and not functioning properly, then the risk of cancer goes up significantly, weakening our body's natural defenses and making us more vulnerable. So, gut health, and especially bacteria like Akkermansia, plays a huge and important role in both preventing and fighting cancer, contributing significantly to overall wellness and resilience. When thousands of mutations or changes are happening in our bodies every single day, why don't we get cancer every day? Why don't we all get cancer when we're young and relatively healthy, despite these constant genetic errors? The answer is that our bodies are constantly working hard to protect themselves and maintain a state of equilibrium, ensuring stability and balance in our internal environment. We're born with health defense systems that are always on guard, constantly working to keep us safe and healthy from external threats and internal disruptions. They protect us from the moment we're born and all the way until we die, providing a lifetime of defense and vigilance. But when these systems get worn out, weakened, or compromised, that's when cancer can start to spread and take hold. And that's when we start to feel the negative effects of it, impacting our quality of life and overall health. That's precisely why women are often advised to do daily breast checks when they're taking a shower. It's a simple but crucial preventative measure that can lead to early detection. If they happen to feel any lumps or bumps, they should go see a doctor right away to get it checked out, ensuring early detection and timely treatment, which can greatly improve outcomes. When cancer has already spread quite a bit, the immune system simply can't get rid of such a large number of cancer cells on its own, becoming overwhelmed and unable to effectively combat the disease. Similarly, chemotherapy or medication alone often isn't enough. It's also absolutely necessary to boost and strengthen the immune system, enhancing its ability to fight the cancer. And that's where new research is really needed and can make a significant difference, offering hope for more effective treatments and improved survival rates. For cancer to grow and thrive, it needs healthy blood vessels to supply it with the essential nutrients it needs, acting as a lifeline for tumor growth and providing the necessary resources. But our body has a built-in system called angiogenesis, which carefully controls where blood vessels should form and where they shouldn't, maintaining a delicate balance and preventing uncontrolled vessel growth. A 1-centimeter tumor, the one that contains 1 billion cells, has around 100 million tiny blood vessels feeding it and keeping it alive, an incredible number that fuels its growth and allows it to proliferate. It's been observed in the lab that as soon as a blood vessel reaches a microtumor, it can grow incredibly fast, like 16,000 times in just 2 weeks, highlighting the urgency of early intervention and preventing angiogenesis. So what can we actually do about this alarming situation to protect ourselves from cancer and promote overall health? First, we need to boost our immune systems, fortifying our body's natural defenses and enhancing our ability to fight off disease. Eating a healthy and balanced diet, exercising regularly, and just generally leading a healthy lifestyle all work together to strengthen our immune systems, which in turn helps to effectively kill microcancers, nipping them in the bud before they can develop into something more serious. Second, we should eat anti-angiogenic foods, foods that actively prevent blood from getting to the cancer. Things like black coffee and tea, which are readily available and easy to incorporate into our daily routines. Both contain natural compounds that can essentially starve cancer by cutting off its blood supply, depriving it of essential resources and hindering its growth. These foods actually help prevent the cancer from spreading and becoming more aggressive, hindering its ability to advance and cause further harm. A study conducted at Cornell University in New York followed Swedish women for a period of 13 years, providing a long-term perspective and valuable insights into the relationship between body fat and cancer risk. When the women were at a normal weight and not obese, they had a DEXA scan, which showed the amount of fat that was inside their bodies, giving valuable insights into body composition and fat distribution. The study found that women who were skinny-ish, skinny fat, slender on the outside, but had more visceral fat on the inside, had 3 times the risk of developing breast cancer, a significant increase in risk that highlights the dangers of hidden fat. This happens because fat creates inflammation within the body, and cancer thrives in that inflammatory environment, exacerbating the disease and promoting its growth. And this isn't just related to breast cancer. Visceral fat can increase your risk for 14 other cancers, like colon cancer, ovarian cancer, lung cancer, prostate cancer, and so on, underscoring the widespread impact of visceral fat on cancer risk and overall health. Our abdominal area houses all of the important organs like the liver, the stomach, the colon, and the small intestine, and they're all located really close to each other, forming a complex and interconnected system that relies on proper functioning of each organ. When there's a lot of visceral fat, which is the fat located between the internal organs, it fills up the space between those organs, disrupting normal organ function and hindering their ability to perform their crucial roles. When this fat becomes excessive, it doesn't just fill the space. It also puts unwanted pressure on the surrounding organs, compromising their health and performance and leading to a cascade of negative effects. Then, these fats can increase so much that they outgrow their own blood supply and become starved for oxygen, leading to cellular stress and dysfunction. This means they're not getting enough oxygen, and they become hypoxic or oxygen deprived, which can trigger a cascade of negative effects and further exacerbate inflammation. When they don't get enough oxygen, these fats cause a lot of inflammation, and that inflammation spreads throughout the entire body, creating a systemic inflammatory response that can contribute to various health problems, including cancer. When a person looks slender from the outside, but their internal organs are being squeezed and inflammation is leaking out, it can trigger cancer, highlighting the importance of internal health and the dangers of ignoring visceral fat. Angiogenesis, which is a powerful health defense system in our body, involves roughly 60,000 miles of blood vessels in a person, an astonishingly vast network that permeates every part of our body. These vessels deliver oxygen and nutrients to every single cell in our bodies, sustaining life and function and ensuring proper cellular activity. If you eat healthy food, it goes everywhere through the blood, nourishing your cells and tissues and promoting optimal health. If you eat something unhealthy or inhale something toxic, that also goes everywhere through those same vessels, exposing your body to harmful substances and potentially causing damage. Inside the blood vessels, there's a lining called the endothelium, which helps the blood flow smoothly and efficiently, preventing clots and maintaining vascular health. But when someone has high blood pressure, diabetes, or an unhealthy lifestyle, this lining can get damaged, and that's when the problems really start to arise, impairing vascular function and increasing the risk of various cardiovascular diseases. When the inner lining of the blood vessels is damaged, things in the blood can start to stick to the vessel walls, leading to plaque buildup and narrowing of the arteries. This sticking and accumulation makes the vessels narrower, restricting the overall flow of blood, hindering oxygen and nutrient delivery to the tissues and organs. The other main job of angiogenesis is to deliver oxygen and essential nutrients to where they're needed most, like the organs and tissues that keep us going and functioning properly, ensuring optimal bodily functions and overall well-being. But because this system is so incredibly important, the body controls it very carefully and precisely, maintaining a strict level of regulation and preventing uncontrolled vessel growth. Vessels form where they're needed, providing essential support and nourishment to the tissues, and vessels disappear where they're not needed, preventing unnecessary growth and maintaining balance. If new blood vessels form to feed cancer cells, oxygen and nutrients will also start going to them, and the cancer will grow even more aggressively, which is obviously an extremely dangerous situation, fueling rapid tumor growth and promoting metastasis. Now, just imagine if we did DNA sequencing of a cancerous tumor. We could find all the errors or mutations that have occurred inside that cancer, mapping its genetic profile and identifying the specific abnormalities that drive its growth. These mutations are the real reason why the cancer got triggered in the first place, providing valuable clues to its origins and potential vulnerabilities. If we then took the DNA of a normal cell and compared it to the DNA of the cancerous cell, we could see the differences between the two cells, pinpointing the exact genetic changes that led to the cancer, and that's where artificial intelligence comes into play, accelerating the analysis process and making it more efficient. A computer could compare both DNA sequences and isolate the mutations that are only present in the cancer cells, zeroing in on the unique markers of the disease, creating a targeted treatment approach that specifically addresses the genetic abnormalities driving the cancer. With the advanced technology we have today, we can then create a protein based on that specific list of mutations. A personalized protein specifically designed for that unique cancer, tailoring treatment to the individual and maximizing its effectiveness. That protein can then be injected directly into your body, triggering an immune response and activating your body's natural defenses. When this injection goes into your body, your immune system gets alerted that an enemy has arrived, triggering a powerful response and mobilizing its resources to combat the threat. Your immune system starts making antibodies to fight the cancer, specifically targeting those cancer cells, offering a precise and effective form of attack that minimizes damage to healthy tissues. This isn't just some far-off theory or science fiction. It's actually happening in clinical trials right now, being actively tested and refined, pushing the boundaries of medical science and offering new hope for cancer patients. There are dedicated scientists actively working to develop personalized cancer vaccines, tailoring treatment to the individual's specific cancer profile and genetic makeup, paving the way for more effective therapies and improved outcomes. A research paper was also published in Nature Communications that described how this innovative treatment was given to over 100 patients with brain cancer, showcasing the immense potential of this cutting-edge approach and its ability to transform lives. Glioblastoma, or brain cancer, is a devastating disease where most people die within 2 years of being diagnosed, a grim prognosis that underscores the urgent need for new and effective treatments. But with this type of personalized vaccine, some people are actually becoming cancer-free, experiencing complete remission and getting a new lease on life, highlighting the transformative power of this approach and its potential to revolutionize cancer therapy. This just goes to show that things that seemed completely impossible before are now actually becoming possible, thanks to incredible advances in medical science and technology, offering hope for a brighter future and a world where cancer is no longer a death sentence. So, that's some really important and hopefully encouraging information about cancer and the significant progress being made in fighting it, providing a sense of optimism and empowerment. Thank you so much for watching the video all the way to the very end and for visiting the channel. I really appreciate it. If you liked the video and found the information helpful and informative, please give it a like to show your support and share it with others who might benefit from it, spreading awareness and knowledge. And if you're new to the channel and haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos, staying informed on the latest updates and advancements in health and wellness. Until then, take really good care of yourselves, prioritize your overall health and well-being, and stay informed about the latest advancements in medical science, empowering yourselves with knowledge and making informed decisions about your health. God willing, we'll see each other in the next video with more helpful and valuable information, continuing the journey of learning and discovery. Until then, stay healthy, stay positive, and goodbye.